My name is David Harrison Greis. Welcome to the Greis Report, your unfiltered daily voice for truth. So lately, we've all been feeling a little bit strange because the lines between fiction and reality have been blurring. Between artificial intelligence and what's going on in the White House and everything else, life has been pretty crazy. So I have kind of been paying very close attention to what's going on. And I've been looking at these moments in history where we're going to look back and we're going to say, wow, this actually happened and we can't believe this was necessary. And right now we're watching this unfold in places like Chicago, where they are imminently expecting a surge of ICE Gestapo troops as well as National Guard. So the Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, he signed a sweeping executive order today called the Protecting Chicago Initiative. The Protecting Chicago Initiative basically is just that. It's an initiative to protect Chicago by any legal means possible and necessary. So we're going to let the mayor explain it in his own words, and you'll see what I mean by these moments where it feels like fiction and reality have blurred that line, and we're living in that liminal space between the two existences because this feels so surreal. This feels like something that you would see in a film. So let's take a watch.
Still, we take these threats seriously, and we find ourselves in a position where we must take immediate, drastic action to protect our people from federal overreach. I'm signing an executive order today that will launch the Protecting Chicago Initiative. This is a project that builds on the months of preparation that we have done that has led up to this very moment. Protecting Chicago will ensure that every Chicagoan knows their rights, that every single family is prepared, and every part of city government is directed to protect the people of Chicago from federal action. This sweeping executive order directs our Department of Law to pursue any and every legal mechanism to hold this administration accountable for violating the rights of Chicagoans. This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement.
So just the fact that a mayor in a city in the United States of America has to sign an executive order protecting the citizens of a city from a federal invasion, from federal overreach. It's a very, very surreal thing to experience and to watch. And I'm talking to you now from a blue city myself, from New York City, and our local leaders mum's the word from them, and I'm kind of disappointed, and I just wanted to show everybody what the other cities are doing because Chicago, you are doing a fantastic job, Governor Pritzker. Thank you for all of your hard work and for protecting your citizens. You are doing right by America. So if you like what you're hearing tonight, please remember to like, subscribe, and down here we have an email address, thegreisreport@gmail.com. Again, that's thegreisreport@gmail.com. We are happy to take any tips, story requests, leads that you may have, or media that you wish to share with us. And please do hit that subscribe button. Part of the way that the algorithm works here on YouTube is that when you hit the subscribe button, my content is pushed out to a larger audience. I really do try to bring you some of the stories that you might not see in other places so that we can get a full picture together with other podcasters of what's really going on, because the pace of repression is so fast lately that it's outstripping our ability to understand it. And our goal is to help you to understand that oppression and what is actually going on in our country. So now let's move on to the next topic. So the last topic for the night, something very disturbing, and it's a very disturbing trend because it's not just happening here in New York City at 26 Federal Plaza, but I discovered today there's a new temporary concentration camp set up in Chantilly, Virginia. So this sounds like a nightmare. So it's about the same size or potentially a little bit smaller than 26 Federal Plaza. It's like one room or two rooms full with bulletproof glass. And in that bulletproof glass, you have 40 to 90 people at any given time that are being held between 1 and 7 days, and sometimes longer than 7 days. According to the reports coming out of that facility, they're being fed one bean and rice burrito a day, which is not enough. It's not that's not even nearly enough. That's not actual prisoners in a state correctional facility would get better meals. They don't have beds to sleep on. They're not allowed to shower. And there's limited medical supplies and everything else. And most importantly, they're not allowed to talk to their legal representation. And this has been a big thing because this is seems to be uniform across most of these concentration camps, is denied access to legal representation. It takes someone fighting tooth and nail to get into one of these places, and when they get in there, the things that they see are so horrific that they come out of there changed for life. We need to make sure that we're holding the government accountable for these concentration camps, because they are now like in every state. And with this oncoming onslaught of the ICE Gestapo with their new SS stormtrooper force, we're going to have a real problem on our hands in this country. This is SOS for democracy. This is Red Alert. Thank you for watching tonight. This is David Harrison Greis with the Greis Report signing off.